Arcturians, speak directly to you, the human custodians of Gaia. First, we ask you to reflect on the below questions of, how can I be a human custodian of Gaia? How can I, a human, rebalance planet Earth? What does planetary healing mean? We, the Arcturians, request that you take a moment to think seriously about the above questions. We realize that your first response may be to think, what can I, just one human, do to assist planetary healing? We, the Arcturians, ask you that question right now. Do you realize how little you need to do to be of service to your planetary home? You can pick up some trash, care for your yard, drive a car with less negative emissions, don't waste water, meditate for Gaia, and most important, tell others how important it is within us now to take care of your planetary home. But, I am just one person. We hear you exclaim. Yes, you are one person, but as you join and or encourage other people to take care of your planetary home, just one person will expand into more and more and more persons. As humanity increasingly expands their consciousness, which you are doing within your own pace, you will realize that just as one breath of fresh air is very important to everyone, one person can do something for Gaia. How many of this ever-increasing amount of humans even take 1 minute a day to think about the planet Earth that is their home? Humans have been trained, by the ignorant and the dangerous, that this planet is not overpopulated. Earth is a huge place and there is room for everyone, they say. But, Earth is staying the same size and humanity is growing and growing with little or no thought about how dear Gaia can survive the mistreatment that far too many humans have given her. These very people may take great care of their trees, their garden, their yard, but that is their property. The fact is that their property is actually Gaia property, and, just as Gaia is a living planetary being, all Gaia property is a component of her living being. Long ago, when humans were primitive, they worshipped Gaia. Now that humans are advanced, they neglect, or even harm, Gaia. How can a species harm their own home? The animals, plants, trees, waterways, fish, and sea creatures, the non-human creatures of Gaia, do not destroy their homeworld and live within the flow of Mother Nature. Somehow, humanity forgot that they, too, are members of Mother Gaia planet. It is for this reason that we, the Arcturians, as well as the Pleiadians and Ontarians, are presently orbiting Earth to assist the planet. We will not become involved in any manner with humanity's squabbles, which are far too many, but we will not allow humanity to damage Gaia any more than they already have. Therefore, we have created a fourth-dimensional mock-up planet Earth where those who are intent on harming Gaia are being sent. You, the members of the real Earth, will hear of the many problems, pollutions and wars that humanity has caused, but Gaia is becoming two planets. One is the real Gaia, who is in the process of ascending, and the other is an illusionary version of Gaia. Those who live within the illusions of power over others, as well as power over Earth, will reside on the illusionary Gaia. This version of Gaia actually resides in the lower to mid-astral plane. Therefore, this reality, as well as those who resonate to that frequency, will not ascend into the fifth dimension and beyond until they, too, have gone through their personal purification. After their personal purification, which is simply that they release need to have power over others, including planet Earth, who is a living being. Those who are unable to release their need to experience power over others, will need to go through a process of finding their own power within. The reason for this is that once one has gained their power within, they will have no need to have power over others. In fact, those who have remembered their innate galactic power within, will remember that they are actually fifth-dimensional beings who have chosen to take a third-dimensional Earth body, so that they can better assist Gaia with her planetary ascension. It is well known by all the higher-dimensional beings that Gaia, and her beloved planet Earth, is innately a multidimensional reality. In fact, Gaia is a multidimensional school, with kindergarten being the third dimension. Once one third-dimensional unfinished business, which is the same as unbalanced karma, is balanced and cleared, they will be given the choice to either ascend into the higher frequencies of reality, or to remain on Earth to assist with Gaia planetary ascension. Some will choose to take a vacation on their homeworld and or starship, some will choose to leave Gaia completely and go home, and others will choose to stay on the body of Gaia to assist the humans to realize their true, multidimensional nature. The plant and animal kingdom does not need to be assisted, as they are one with all life. However, they do need to be protected, as many humans are still wrapped in greed and will continue with their selfish destruction of Gaia. It is because of the many lost and extremely greedy ones on Earth that many of our galactic family are still wearing an Earth vessel. They have lovingly volunteered to maintain their Earth vessel so that they can blend into humanity. In this manner, they can find the best way for each of them to assist Gaia and awaken humans. We are proud and happy to say that many of our galactic family, and even humans who are still unaware of their own higher dimensional self and higher dimensional family, have been able to remember their love for dear Gaia. It is because of their love for Gaia that they chose to complete before they took their Earth vessel. It was a great sacrifice for these multidimensional galactic beings to take an Earth vessel on Gaia's surface, or Gaia core. However, they chose this mission so that they could rescue the planet Earth from destruction from the Dark Ones. Their unselfish rescue mission will greatly assist Gaia to finally complete her ascension. Gaia could have ascended before if she was willing to send the Dark Ones back to their ships or places of origin. However, Gaia has a great heart chakra within her crystal core. Therefore, she has chosen to assist the humans of light, as well as give the humans of darkness more time to return to their true, multidimensional self. Yes, even the darkest human has what we would call the heart of ascension. However, through their incarnations on a troubled, war-bound, third-dimensional reality, they forgot the higher dimensional expressions of their own multidimensional self. Therefore, they became trapped in the third lower fourth-dimensional illusions of separation, power over, greed and separation from Gaia's core. The awakened and unconditional loving humans often visit Gaia core, usually when their physical self is sleeping, to remember and absorb the unconditional love that resonates from Gaia threefold flame of wisdom, power and love. Gaia threefold flame asks each of them, how can you be a human custodian of Gaia? How can you, a human, assist to rebalance planet Earth? What does planetary healing mean to you? Finally, how can you share that healing energy with Gaia? These questions go into your multidimensional consciousness to be stored within the different areas of your life. Then, when you are ready, you will be asked these questions as you go throughout your daily life. However, you will likely forget what you experienced in your higher dimensional form. Therefore, we suggest that you write down all message that you get from your higher self. We suggest this as your 3D mind, busily rushing through your 3D life, will not remember what occurred while your consciousness was resonating to the fourth, fifth, and even higher dimensional realities. Also, many of these experiences will occur as you travel into higher states of consciousness, sleep and deep meditation. During your sleep and deep meditation, you are able to release the third dimension chatter that has collected like dust in your brain and in your consciousness. This chatter can be more easily recognized while you are in meditation, and are more difficult to recognize as you walk through your daily life. If you can allow yourself to really listen to your inner chatter, and allow this chatter to consciously move through your body, you will be able to gain mastery over it. However, it is not possible to gain mastery over that which you have forgotten or have never consciously confronted. Humanity has been trained to make the most of it, even if the most is far less than your full ability. It is when you are able to go deep inside yourself, and allow your higher self to commune with your third fourth dimensional self, that you can begin to realize that you do have a choice about how your life will proceed. However, you must be driving the bus. You, in connection with your higher dimensional expressions of self, are able to see beyond the illusions, fears, duties, and frustrations of daily life in the physical world. If you can even grab a moment of this freedom, write it down, as your 3D brain will have a difficult time remembering a higher dimensional message. Yes, you can go into meditation and retrieve that message, but you likely will not be able to retrieve all of the message, unless you match the state of consciousness to which you resonated when you first received it. Interdimensional messages resonate to certain brainwaves, body sensations, thoughts and emotions. If you fall into a lower state of consciousness, you will lose the message. If your body, your thoughts, and or your emotions become distracted by your third dimensional reality, you will lose the message. Therefore, we suggest that you always have with you a way in which you can document these interdimensional messages as soon as possible. In fact, it is best if you document them within the now in which you receive them. The best way to do that is by setting a cast in steel time and place where you have total privacy, feel comfortable, and can meditate for a bit before you begin your interdimensional communications. If you meditate first, you will expand your consciousness, which will allow you to communicate with higher and higher frequencies of reality. Yes, there are many, many frequencies of reality, but you can only choose a given reality by calibrating your consciousness to the frequency of that reality. It is much like the clicker for your TV set. You can push a button to get to the channel you want to see. In the same manner, you can choose to calibrate your consciousness to the higher frequencies in your daily life. Of course, the calibration part is much easier if you have learned to go within. However, the outer world will invade your inner world unless you have planned ahead to make sure you will not be interrupted. But the question is, do you deserve to take time away from your daily life in order to commune with your own higher self? Do you? Ask yourself right now and allow the truth to enter your consciousness. If you do not know your truth, how can you live it? Blessings to you all. We know that you will find and be your living truth, but it may take a bit of earth time. However, there is no time in the higher dimensions. Therefore, even if your 3D self still believes that you have failed in this endeavor, your higher dimensional self knows that failure is a third dimensional term.